Check. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome in. It has been, let's see, we streamed on Friday last week. It's now Wednesday. So busy, but I was actually supposed to be gone today, but I am not, and I am here, and we are in front of I think it was definitely on my top 5 list of anticipated add-ons to release, the Citation X750, C750, the Citation 10, as it's mostly called. I am really excited for this one. Now, I want to just give a full disclosure right out of the gate here. I haven't spent the time to do a ton of researching and digging on these little niche features that I have been seeing pop up on other content creators' stream, but I have figured my way around the airplane. A Citation is a Citation. I've pretty much can figure my way around, get it fired up, and get our stuff loaded. But I do look forward to tinkering in cruise and finding some of the little hidden spots. Now, there are some things that I really like about this airplane right out of the gate. There's one thing in particular that I'm not too keen on right now. We'll hit on that later. But until then, we are going to have ourselves a fun little flight. So good afternoon. Welcome in, Captain Mitty. Zippy Zapples in the here. What's up, man? Yes, a niche. $30 and it's offered exclusively on the marketplace from FlightFX. They are also did the P180. Chris Stooper's in the house. What's up, man? You got the sound, got the bird this so far and enjoying it so far. Boris sounds make it extra juicy. Yes. FlightFX bringing you the Boris audio works for the Citation 10 as well. Andrew, good to see you. Callie Simmer, how you doing? Good morning to you, Callie Simmer. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there on the West Coast, best coast. I unfortunately ran out of time to even grab a coffee. So once we go up to cruise, I'm going to have to let somebody take control, and I'm going to go grab a coffee on the cruise into Aspen. You voted for it. We're going from Sedona, Arizona to Aspen, Pitkin County Regional Airport. Never even attempted to bring this airplane in there. I've only attempted one landing, and it was at Phoenix Sky Harbor, just to see how the airplane hand flew. I will say this, spoiler alert, it hand flies really nicely, but also using force feedback makes any airplane hand fly nicely, but this one flies extra smooth, and it flies really, really nice, especially if you have some sort of force feedback yoke. I haven't tried it at all with a regular spring yoke like my Thrustmaster yoke yet, but I'm sure it flies just as nice because you can really tell it's just so smooth. They really smoothed out the flight control inputs. There's not really a lot of porpoising or pitchiness, so it is a joy to hand fly. Now, I haven't flown the Citation 10 before. Never flown the Citation 10. One of my good buddies, he did fly the Citation 10, and he actually told me he didn't really like it that much. He said it was cramped up front, loud up front, like wind noise and stuff. That's pretty much my experience with the Citation 10. So anyway, let's see how we feel about it. Finally watched American Made. Andrew Coffin, you finally did? Excellent. I have something popping in my ear or my headset when I talk. That's going to be very annoying. Andrew Kaufman, I'm glad you watched it. Did you like it? Matthew, what's up, man? Good to see you. Vertical streaming, the best for watching at work. JT, that's why we got the vertical stream up and running, my man. That's why we got it up and running. Jeremy Harvey, good to see you, my man. How's it going? It's going well, Jeremy. I've been super busy. Been flying every single day up until today. So been super busy. Hope you're doing well, Jeremy. Still praying for you. Hope things are coming around. I know it's going to be a while before or, it's just wounds. You lose a family member, man. It's tough for forever. So we'll keep praying for you, man. Hope you're doing well. Ali Sammy dropping in the 7 Canadian as well. Coffee on you, Ali. Appreciate you, my man. I'll be sending that right to the Coffee Foundation when we get up to cruise altitude. Flight level 470.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Morning, Cap. To take off without coffee is just sacrilege. Come on now. We gotta fix that.
Kelly
Cheers.
Simmer dropping in the $10 bank angle check. Kelly Simmer, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate you. We will bank that. Yes, I just ran out of time because I had to configure my bindings for this airplane, and it takes about 47 minutes with Sim Update 2 because you can't, it's just laggy. So I did it for the people, Kelly Simmer. We're going live with no coffee, but in cruise, Callie Simmer and Ali Sammy are going to take the controls, and I'm going to head over and pick up something. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Time flies when you're having fun with V1. Hey, what's up, LW? That is the truth, my man. That is the truth. How you doing, LW? Getting ready for some heat, some Texas heat coming in here. So, all right. Textures and modeling look really good. Bill's Mafia, yes, yes and no. Let me talk about that. Let's go ahead and let's do a little walk around here. Let's get into the show right now. So, in this lighting configuration, the textures do look very good. In midday, it looks a little bit, I don't want to say flat, but what you'll see when the sun comes up. But it's not the best texturing I've ever seen. It's not the worst texturing I've ever seen. The model is beautiful. I mean, the model is look at that thing. Absolutely beautiful. And in this light, it just looks fantastic. So, but we'll check back in midday. But I also think, it's a livery thing. I think livery, you get this in the hands of the Whiskey Throttles and the Hughes team, all that. They are just going to crank out some liveries that just might be absolutely epic. But yes, in this lighting, it does look very, very good. The cockpit, though, definitely looks fantastic. So we'll do a little walk around here. We'll pull our pitot tubes. We'll get the chocks removed. Fun fact, if you don't have your parking brake set and you pull the chocks, the airplane will start rolling backwards off the hill. So that happened to me in the pre-flight or pre-test phase. So make sure you do have your park brakes set before you go pulling chocks. Virtual Flight Diaries dropping 20 gifted subs. My man, thank you so much, Virtual Flight Diaries. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the generous membership gifting here on the channel. If you pick a membership up from Virtual Flight Diaries, make sure you shout them out and say thank you. Really appreciate you. And Aviation Dude dropping the $20 super chat. Have a beer and some burgers on me. Also, hello from the entire staff at my local airport. We have you on the TV up in our break room. Oh, Aviation Dude. Well, I'm blushing now. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Really appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoy the content, and thank you for all you do working at the airport. Appreciate all of you very, very much. Matthew, is SimBrief integration solid? I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong, but it's solid enough where I can get it to work, Matthew. I'll get to that here in a minute, man. This airplane is actually very quick to set up. You can set it up pretty quickly, which is nice. So nice and intuitive. We'll come around the back here. We'll pull our engine covers off. Look at those big Citation 10 engines. Absolutely love them, man. I used to see a lot of these Citation 10s on the ramp when I was a flight instructor. And you'll notice I'm rocking the older version here. We'll have CRTs and straight winglets. So I remember when the Citation 10 started rolling out onto the ramp up when I was an instructor, and I was always enamored by just how beautiful the airplane looked. I always thought it'd be incredible to fly one. And actually, the Citation X is one of the reasons why my original plan in aviation was to go corporate route, that I didn't have. I didn't start my venture in aviation wanting to be an airline pilot. It was to fly corporate jets. That's how it started. And, I did for a little while, and then I ended up going the airline route. Now I'm just a boring autopilot engaged, tray table out kind of pilot. But I do love flying a good corporate jet. So here we go. Is this the plane that's called the Slotation? No, this is definitely not a Slotation. This one is very fast. I actually don't know. I think the new ones with the winglets, they can do like 9-something Mach, right? So, Jeremy, you can tell by the swept wings. So any straight wing Citation is pretty much a Slotation, but the swept wing Citations are very fast, and the Citation 10 being one of them. I believe it's like 9.2 Mach. So very quick. That's why they have actual thrust reversers and not the bird strike from behind protectors. Like if you fly the CJ2 and you have the thrust attenuators and all that stuff, the 525. So the thrust attenuators in the back, those are to prevent bird strikes from flying up the rear of the engine. That's how slow those planes are. 0.92 at 510. Good grief. This airplane has got some perf. Let's hop into the cockpit. Let's get her set up and ready to go. So we'll leave the main door open. And a couple of things that one thing, here, before I forget. Calibration. Okay. FlightFX. We need, you need to incorporate like a, reverse on axis, maybe? Because the way you set this up with the Bravo works fine, but I really wanted to use my detent on my Throttleteks to be able to pop the reversers like actual, but you can't do that because there's no reverser detent. Now, to be fair, the actual Quadrant, there is no, you don't go into reverse, you lift the levers up, and then then you can pull up on the levers, and that deploys more reverse thrust. We'll come back to that here when we do our reverser checks. But yeah, it would be cool if there was an option to set reverser on same axes, because then we could set the detents up to use the hardware that we have for some of the Throttleteks, and even I think the Wing probably could do, Wing would do it, the Boeing. So that would be a cool option. It's not a big deal because if you have the Bravo, it works super easy, super intuitive. Boom, 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 set your detents. But there we go. So general state, I'm going to put a line. Let's just go a fast align instead of instant align. I had it on instant align for testing purposes. I think that is niche hardware. No, Chaos, not niche, because the Wing is not niche anymore, right? The Wing Airbus Quadrant, if you have reverse on same axis, it'd be a lot of fun to just do that, and you know, you could do it just like the Wing Airbus. So it's not niche anymore, Chaos. It's not niche anymore, man. Wrong side. You got yours set up this morning after work? Really? Okay, I'll have to take a look at it. Wrong side. Good to see you here, man. So we're rocking the CRT screen. No LCDs. We're going back to CRTs and straight wing tips. We got enable auto throttle module. That's right here, the ATS, and release throttle on input. I'm not going to do that just in case you have noise in your thrust levers that will drive you nuts. If you just bump it or whatever, it will disconnect the ATS, which I don't know if it works in this airplane that way, but there are aircraft where if you move the thrust levers, it will disengage the auto thrust module. But you don't typically have noise in the real aircraft. So I have that option off. I love that option. That's a crucial one if you're going to run auto throttle. We're going cold and dark. Units I've already set up. Calibration we talked about. We're going to do a plated, let's do a pizza for today. All right. So that's pretty much all set. We'll go back to the home page. Weights, pretty simple. You put in your SimBrief ID, import from SimBrief, and I'm going to hit apply. And that's it. We're pretty much done. So I'm going to go ahead and hide this honkin' EFB, and let's get the airplane fired up. I'm going to turn the sounds all the way up. Make sure you guys can hear them. Fast align, immersion to ruined. I'm only doing fast align because I don't know how long real align will take, Bill's Mafia, because I've only done a handful of flights. So, all right. So I'm going to hide the yoke, and let's go ahead and get battery 1. Battery 2 is coming up. And then I'll hide this yoke, and then we're going to go ahead and get the ICAS powered up here on the battery. And as the ICAS comes to life, we're going to go to the APU panel. We're going to go straight to APU. So let's go ahead and turn the master switch on. We'll hit the test button there. We got the APU over temp, volts, EGT, like it's coming up to life. And we're going to go ahead and get this right up. Now, I think these are memory switches. That's interesting because those were stored in the off condition, and then I messed with them, and now they're on. So interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and spool up the APU. Yeah, for $30, Oscar, we have to keep in mind, for $30, I mean, dude, this, from what I've messed around with so far, I've been very impressed. About 5 to 7 minutes is the real-time alignment. Okay, Ram, thank you. Michael, I remember that same Citation X, dude. I remember that same Citation X in FSX. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, so APU is up to speed. With the APU up to speed, we'll go generator on. Generator picked up the load. With the generator on, let's get the avionics powered on. Let's get the standby power on. We're also going to get some air conditioning. So to get air conditioning, we're going to get the bleed air from the APU on as one. You can see it's running 101% RPM. Max is 108. APU EGT volts. All right, so we've got bleed on. With the bleed on, let's get the cockpit and cabin going on. Engine bleed airs can remain off. Let's get the nav light, the tail flood on. The seatbelt sign, we'll just keep it off for right now. I'm going to go ahead and run pause and knit. We'll get the ADIRs, or not ADIRs, we'll get these suckers into a line. With those in a line, let's go ahead and load the last GPS position. Beautiful. Flight plan's coming up to life. We are looking good. Now you can do the rotary test, which I will, you know what? I haven't messed with it before. Should we mess with it? Let's see. JJ Stevens, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. That EFB looks kind of cheap and the basic text and graphics aesthetics, but I guess it still does the job. Still say fly-by-wire FlightPad is the GOAT. Agreed, JJ. Thank you for the $5 super chat. The FlightPad is the GOAT Now, I will say this. I agree with you, but I don't use it a whole lot, man. Because there's really not much to use it for. You have your weights, you import them. You can do ground services things here, like we can close the main door. And the Navigraph is very basic. Like, you can't even pin charts. It's just, you have to... It's a very basic Navigraph implementation. It'll get the job done, but I would just as much rather use the imported EFB, or not the imported, the default EFB in the sim, you know, with the tab key. But it gets the job done if you don't want to use it. It has night mode, you know, you can alternate the charts around. But I haven't really been using it much for anything. So, $30, I'll take it, man. You get IAS, ground speed tasks, you get the weather right out there, which is pretty cool, 133021. So, I mean, it's not going to make or break the module for me. All right. I wanted to mess with it. Let's mess with this. Smoke detect. Yep. So you would do this. You would do the rotary test on the Citation's first flight of the day. Landing gear. Fire warning. Thrust. Oop, I missed the thrust reverser unlock. There it is. Okay, just testing some things. I've had some issues with that Emer stow, but then you'd go through overspeed. Remember, so you'd be testing this as you'd be looking at things. There's the stick shaker. Pretty cool. And then off. So there's a rotary test been completed. Magic barrel ref is set. And now that we've done messing with that, let's go perf and knit, and let's begin perfing. Max speed, we'll do climb 380. That all looks good. Transition flight level 180. That looks good. ISO -1. Page 4. Now I'm going to sync the EFB weights. All right, and we will confirm the init. All right, now before we do the takeoff, we actually have to set up our flight plan. So I'm going to set departure, runway 3, activate. I never put in the destination, did I? Probably should do that. I haven't been able to sync the flight plan to from SimBrief, which is not a big deal. So I don't think reverser register works properly. You can't flip the switch. True, Phantom. Yeah, so the reverser still does not work properly. Hey, Phantom 320, the F. Oh man, I'm nervous now. We got the Fed in chat. Yeah, dude, I tried it. It doesn't work. That's what I was gonna say, or when we taxi out. Emer stow doesn't work, but I don't know if that might be a hardware limitation, but I feel like I could do that in the X-Plane 12, so don't tell Gus, because he'll go nuts if I tell him that you can use reverser stow in the X-Plane, but not Microsoft. But anyway, so we're loaded. I already loaded both, man. See, loaded. That's all looks good. That all looks good, and this is ready for align right here. So we go align nav. We're good, man. We're good. We're not gonna die. Before I put in the flight plan, let's go ahead and call clearance, which we're Albuquerque Center out here, which is going to be on 124.5, I believe. We'll call Albuquerque Center. We are using Beyond ATC today, which I am really starting to like a lot. So we'll call up Albuquerque Center, and we'll get a clearance from that. Jordan, welcome to Private Pilot, man. Glad to have you on board. SimBrief import is supposed to be on the nav tab. Oh, really? Ah, that's all right. It's like 5 fixes today. I'll load it in. I'll look at it, though. Albuquerque Center, good morning. November 877 Sierra Delta. Request IFR clearance to Aspen.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Albuquerque Center. Clear to Aspen Pitkin Coast Hardy Field. Radar vectors flagstaff, then is filed. Maintain 9,000. Expect flight level 470, 10 minutes after departure. Departure with me, squawk 1262.
November 877 Sierra Delta, cleared to Aspen Field. Radar vectors flagstaff, then as filed. Maintain 9,000. Expect flight level 470, 10 minutes after departure. Departure with you, squawk 1262, 877 Sierra Delta.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Read back correct. Start or taxi at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway tree.
November 877 Sierra Delta will report holding short runway 3 for 877 Sierra Delta. All right. We'll report holding short runway 3. And squawk code is 1262. So let's go here. We'll dial this in. (1262) ID is on 24.5 on column 1. That's set TCAS 40. Okay, so we're as filed. So let's go ahead and throw in Flagstaff. And then it's going to be Lloyd, right? Where was my flight plan? Somebody pulled the route up. There it is. Uper. Oh, yeah, it's a different route today. Uper? After Uper, Ibski. After Ibski, it is Cincy and Lloyd. S-I-N-S-Y, Cincy, Lloyd, L-O-Y-Y-D. And then we're going to the skier, and then dread table. Alright, red table view are cool. That's in the box. We'll throw in a runway when we get up there a little bit closer. Perf init, let's run through this. We already looked at all that. Beautiful. We'll confirm the init. That's been confirmed. Takeoff. Let's see. Runway 3 heading 46, 5,000 feet. Beautiful. Density altitude is 7,000. Runway condition is dry. We'll do a flaps 15, anti-ice off, takeoff weight 28,347. Confirm a NIT. There's our V speeds. That checks. So we'll have those set out here in a minute. All right. Box is set up. I'm going to set up my MFD to run vertical profile and terrain. Bring the range down a little bit. That looks good. 9,000 magic barrel ref is set. And with all of that, let's go ahead and get ready to close it up for engine start. Golly, look at that. Oh, there's another citation on the ground over there. All right. Somebody said you can import this on the nav page. I'm not going to do it now, but yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. Our flight plan is in there. Oh, you mean like on this? Oh, flight plan recall. Like there. There you go. Yeah, flight plan recall. Okay, so yeah, you can pull it in from SimBrief. Yep. So you put in your SimBrief 5D, do a flight plan recall, and it would load it up. Or you can load it up like we used to do old school. So very cool. It is. Yes, it is integrated. The weights are listen, not all that I care about, but to me, the weights are the most important thing because I don't really like using default weight stuff for the aircraft. All right, I guess we can close up the door. Let's just do that, and then we'll get out of here. Let's go ahead and close the main door. Main door is closed. I don't need that anymore as we prep for engine start. So these will auto cut off, I believe. We're going to turn those off. Let's go passengers. I guess seatbelts on. We'll go ground. Recall is on. That all looks good. Ooh, this is important. 47,000 feet. We do want to have that in there. 470 is set. We'll pressurize right about 7,000 cabin, which is insanity. All right, and let's go ahead and perform for engine start. I believe the 10, you can leave the gens on. I believe you leave the gens on. I'm sure that, I know there's a checklist, but let's go ahead and start them up. Now, for engine start, I need to bind this properly. So the Citation, I used to love bringing it out of the idle cutoff gate. I've yet to see a hardware throttle that simulates this, but you want to make sure you have them in the idle cutoff position, and then when you move your throttle, you'll be able to pull it out of the cutoff. So with everything, we're clear left, clear right. We're going to start engine number 2. Here we go. Do you use boost pumps in the 10? Probably not, but we did. So here we go, starting with the right-hand side. There's N2 rotation. See, we have negative N1s. We want positive N1. Did you hear that PTU kick on? Idle. ITT's on the rise. Wow. Listen to that. Boris is cooking. Looks like we got a stable on number 2. 22%, 50, 246. That all looks good. Good start on number 2. Let's start number 1 from the outside. That light off. Boris. Sam, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. All right, 2 good starts. Gens stay on, so let's go get our these. We'll go high pressure, low pressure bleed. We no longer need the APU bleed. We no longer even need the APU, so we'll go start, stop to stop. Pitot static heats, windshield heats are coming on, and none of that's required. Don't need the windshield air. Where's the taxi light? Is it this one here? I believe it is. No, where's the taxi light? I would think they'd be on the captain's side. Well, that is quite peculiar. Oh, yeah! Below the throttles. Taxi lights coming on, brakes released. Let's get our flight director, TO. Will basically be heading straight out for this departure. And let's roll out. Make sure you release the parking brake. All right, we'll set flaps 15. 515 is coming out. Did I go one too far? No, flaps 15 is set. It does seem a bit responsive on the ground with the rudder pedals. I don't know if it's because you get double input when you have a tiller with you. We're at an uncontrolled field, Tutco. There's nobody around here. All right, so that's set. Now for takeoff trim, it defaults to 0, which is way up there. So we got to move that stab trim down. Hear the trim moving? Love that. You can reset, press and hold. As soon as I get it in the green, for this particular aircraft, I found like right about 5.3 seems to be about right. I left the fuel boost on. We'll taxi to runway 3. Now, here's what I'm talking about. So on taxi out, we do a thrust reverser check. So we'll pop the buckets. Unlock, deploy. Now you should be able to emer stow. Wait, did they actually stow? Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can... Oh, okay, so they're deployed. Emer stow. They actually are stowing. So they actually are working. That is, so they are working. Okay, so the lights would change. So when you hit emer stow, you would get rid of the deploy and the unlock light. So the animation is working. Is the actual thrust change working? That I'm not sure. But hey, the animation is working. That's like one of the best taxi out tests you do in the Citation. You know, do the thrust reverser check. So emer stow, trim set, flaps 15 is set. We got 9,000 blue. Where squawk ID is 1262, 24.5 is on comm 1. Departure will be 24.5. We'll hold short runway 3. We'll call for release. Bax, what's up? Buy the throttles. You know what? Throttletech does have a Citation throttle set. hold short 13. Or 03, excuse me. As far as radar and stuff, we'll leave it off right now. There's no radar out there. Or no radar return. We got the terrain up. Alright, let's give him a call. Albuquerque Center, Citation 877 Sierra Delta, holding short runway 3, ready for departure.
November 877 Sierra Delta, released for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1250 Zulu. If not off by 1250 Zulu, contact no later than 1300 Zulu. Time now 1230 Zulu. Frequency change approved.
November 877 Sierra Delta, release for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1250 Zulu. If not off by 500, contact no later than 1300 Zulu. Time now 1230 Zulu. Frequency change approved for 7 Sierra Delta. Alright. We are set. He's given us a basically a 10-minute departure window. Sedona traffic, November 877 Sierra Delta, going to back taxi runway 03, departing straight out Sedona traffic. Alright, here we go. Boom, boom. We're going to light them up. Those are coming on. Those are coming on. Let's go. This is Beyond ATC vodka, and I freaking love it, man. I'm loving Beyond ATC. Now, I wonder if I can get on... Can I get on a default server? Kip, was Kip here? I thought I saw his name in chat. Because Kip on the ground always flies with default multiplayer. So if I run the multiplayer server and Beyond ATC, that would be a way to do it, right? Allegedly. I can get on multiplayer. Ah, see, that might be the way to do it, Vodka. That might be the way to do it, my man. I said it once, I'll say it again. I can't fly without Beyond ATC now. Look, man, I tell you what, I, of all people, if anybody knows anything about me, I thought I would never have any interest in a ATC program. I tried it, and I've fallen in love. And it's a ton of fun. Listen to the grooved runway. Except I don't think Sedona's grooved. Look at that turn. We're basically Citation 10 pots. Oh, I ran out of juice right at the end. Hold on. Let's fix it. Let's fix our nose wheel there. Alright, there we go. We'll sync our heading. Alright, chat. Who is ready? Now this one's real, the 10 is real easy. You got FADEC, so you can just, you spool it up, stabilize, and you're going to be watching for your FADEC climb. So we're right now, we have TO set, and then we'll reduce it to climb and cruise. So it's all FADEC controlled. It's awesome. Hit the like button if you want to see more Citation stuff here, because this is absolutely fantastic. All right, spool them up 50. Yoga's in chat. Should we do it outside or inside? I don't know. %, stable, TO. Listen to that acceleration of the tires. I love it. This is a fun bird to fly. All right, power set. Thrust set. 100 knots, check. V1. Rotate. Nice crosswind, positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. What was that all about? Recover. We need to recover. I don't know what that was all about. We're good. Keep it going. 156, come up through 6,000. All right, flight level change. Albuquerque Center, November 877 Sierra Delta, 6,300, climbing 900,000. Climb and maintain flight level 470. Request direct flag staff.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Turn left, heading 010.
Left turn 010, November 877 Sierra Delta. Golly, I'm trying to freaking manipulate around the Bravo here. Zero 10 heading. Clean it all the way up, slats 0. All right, we're heading. V flight level change, accelerating 250.
Sierra Delta, cleared direct flag staff. Resume on navigation.
Clear direct flag staff, resume on navigation, November 877 Sierra Delta. All right, flight plan, direct, flag, nav, LNAV, V flight level change. Climb power is set. I'm not using any auto thrust right now, we just got manual. Manual, full manual control. I've never had a stutter like that on my departure takeoff stuff. Oh my gosh, that's loud. Hold on, sorry. Sorry for your ears. I just pulled a full flaps in. I don't think the FAA would be very happy that we climbed straight out, but that's all right. Yes, I'm using premium voices from Beyond ATC. These are the CRTs, Supercall. We're rocking old school. No wingtips, no winglets, and CRTs, man. OG Citation 10. All right, I have 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead. Those are coming off. That's coming off. We'll go engine fan, because that's supposed to be allegedly more comfortable for the passengers. Let's take a look over here. We'll go ahead and get the tail flood light. We'll keep the passenger seatbelt signs on for right now. I guess we'll leave those on. We'll turn the recogs off. We're accelerating at 300. Is the winglet variant? Yes, it is. You can easily toggle between winglet and non-winglet. I can show you in the EFB here once we get up to cruise. I'm just hand flying it right now because this airplane does hand fly so beautifully. Abdilo, what's going on, man? Yeah, I can't wait to take this thing into Ponce. Abdilo. Ponce's coming right up. All right, here's the turn-up flag.
Bank angle.
Just wanted to say that I think Boris should do sounds for all developers and all planes. He's the GOAT. Just saying. Who's
Callie Simmer. Callie Simmer, indeed. The GOAT of all sounds is Boris, aka Hotshot, who is in the chat right now. Callie Simmer, thank you so much. Very, very kind for that bank angle check. Very much appreciate that, Callie Simmer. Too kind, but I 100% agree with you. And it was a pleasure meeting Boris at the expo. It was my first time meeting him too. So, Boris in the house. Hotshot says you have noise canceling in the EFB. Oh, I know it, man. But it's just the sounds are too juice, dude. The sounds are too juice. I didn't want to turn them on yet. Hold on. Let me get us straightened out here. You guys maybe missed the turn at Flagstaff. Once I get straightened out, I will turn noise canceling sounds on for you, Boris. Just for you, my man. Thank you for the $5 super chat, dude. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Autopilot is. Let me get her trimmed out a little bit. Right about there. We still need a little bit more nose down so we can accelerate. That's pretty good. Autopilot engaged. All right, so Boris wants us to try the noise canceling sounds. We go back to the home page, config. Look at that. That is really quiet. That's pretty much how the airplane would fly, or how it would sound IRL, because you wouldn't be listening. I mean, it's with Bose A320s on. Yeah. Let's just go traffic, vertical profile. That looks good on that page. range right there. So there's the Boris def mode. There's Flagstaff off the left. I mean, it's too quiet. It's too good, Boris. I need some sounds. So I actually, in the real A320, there's 18,000 feet. Let's set standard. STD set 290902 is all synced once, twice, and thrice. So in the Airbus, let's give you guys full screen cams all the way around here. Oops, sorry. I actually turn off. I don't run my noise canceling headset very much, especially on the ground, because I feel like I lose situational awareness. So. Inside volume is really low compared to the outside, which is more balanced, even if it's unrealistic. Let's see. Ha! Yeah. We're getting blasted out here. You know what we need, Boris? We need sliders. We need external volume and internal volume sliders. That would be it. That's it. Then it's the GOAT. You know, I mean, it's already the GOAT. But just make sure you carry a box of batteries. Yeah, so I actually run I have four backup batteries. I run 2 lithium rechargeables, and then if in the headset die, I put those in the charging. I take out the other 2 that are charged, and I kind of alternate. And I can charge my batteries in the jet. And then if for some reason any of those go bad, I also have a backup. I have 2 AA Duracells. Platinum Premium Duracell, whatever the most expensive Duracells are out there. That's what I have for my backup. Hotshot says, Chaos animation sounds are not at all affected by WY, so I make the excuse of its tactile feedback. I like it. I like it. Fubar's in the house. Sorry, guys. That took a lot of, she's a handful. Fly this jet single pilot. It's a little bit of a handful, so it took me a minute to get caught back up here in the chat. Fubar's in the house. What's up, man? V1 just got my Windwing stuff today. Woohoo. Man, Fubar, I got to order my wing. I'm going to order a Windwing McDo, man. I'm tired of not having a McDo. I'm seeing all y'all with McDo's, and I need one. So let's see if we can set our sunshade here. Not quite there yet. All right, we're climbing out 320. We're doing 2,400 feet a minute up to 410. Actually, they gave us 47, right? I think I spun it down on accident. Now, where is the... I thought I saw Kip found a hidden spot for the altitude up here. Right? Remember, this is not a full review flight. This is just a basic tutorial flight here. Maybe a radio check. Did we miss a...
November 877 Sierra Delta, radio check.
November 877 Sierra Delta, 5x5.
All right, cool. On my test sector, I had a whole bunch. I had like a Mountaineer cargo landing flagstaff. It was pretty cool. Screws under the glare shield. Oh, right here. That's it. Goated. Look at this. So you can change your CDI, altitude, and heading. Look at that. That's perfect. I mean, can you do heading sync on this? Or is it like... Look at that. Oh my gosh. So this is... Whoever thought of this needs some pats on the back or a raise. Because the real airplane... Now, not the 10, but the Citations that I flew, same thing. The autopilot manipulators were all down here. On the Bravo, it's actually down here on the captain's side, so it's even kind of awkward if you're on the in the right seat kind of manipulating it. But it's very intuitive when you're sitting in the seat because you just put your hand down. You don't even really need to look at it because you know by feel. If you look here, you know the altitude's this knob, this course is smooth knob, the heading is over there. So you know the same is right here, heading, course. It's interesting that the altitude knob is on that side of the pedestal. But... it's very intuitive when you're in the jet. Now, in the sim, not so much, right? Because you can't look down and reach over there. But this is fantastic. CDI, altitude, and heading mode right there underneath the glare shield. Absolutely love it. Great quality of life edition, absolutely. A Beach, welcome to Private Pilot. Glad to have you on board. Shadow Gallery, welcome to Private Pilot. Glad to have you on board as well. Appreciate both of you joining in. Thank you so much. Emilio, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Glad you're liking it. So we're doing 300 still. We're climbing out. We're looking good. And we're just enjoying the sunrise here over northern Arizona. Solution, use the Windwing FCU. Well, I do have my mini FCU. I could use that, I guess. I haven't even attempted to see if there's a profile for it. Not shut since there's a gigantic cockroach in the bathroom in the Japanese Airbnb. Well, I want to know why my 757 sound pack is in Japan right now. When are we getting the V1 sim voice for BATC? Man, I would definitely do it. I've been in touch with Beyond ATC. They actually reached out to me after the last. Oh dang it! I left my freaking fuel pumps on. They reached out after the last stream, and they handed me a code so I could run premium voices all the time, so I can continue to kind of showcase it for y'all. But yeah, I'm loving Beyond ATC. Now I don't know why I don't have any more traffic right now. Maybe it's just time of day. My test sector, it was busy. I work with wrong side in the MCO OCC maintenance control. Oh, really? Amilo, very cool. Well, welcome on board, Amilo. Glad to have you on board, man. Oh, you know what, Joe Plane? If it uses sim time... Oh, does it use sim time for traffic, Joe Planes? Do I need to go to real time? Yeah, once we get to cruise, we're gonna take a look at the cabin. Don't worry, I haven't seen the cabin at all yet, so I'm saving it for doing it alive. Let me see. Is there a? Well, I mean, it could just keep you on the tune page. Oh, it loads the flights from whatever time you set when you started Beyond ATC. Ah. Real time. Very cool. Is there like a vertical, like, top of climb altitude 370? Can we set that to 470, or is that telling me? I need a perf table to see if we can get up there. I think we can. We don't have a whole lot of fuel. 4 years, just noticed my loyalty badge.
7 Sierra Delta, contact Denver Center 127.55.
127.55 for November 877 Sierra Delta. Now I have auto tune on. Let's see if it tunes it. Yep. So my FO tuned it for me, but I have the voice off, so I responded. Denver Center, good morning. November 877 Sierra Delta 370, climbing flight level 470.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Denver Center.
4 years, just noticed my new loyalty. Mr. Martini, 4 years and counting, my man. 4 years. Thank you for the support, my man. Appreciate you. Let's see. Perfinit. Set altitude, flip through, complete it, and it'll tell you. Huh? Perf. I don't want to reset it, right? Are these live? I think we'll be fine. I'm on mobile. Can someone tell me how long I've subbed for this godforsaken channel? You've got some pretty good badges, man. Getting sick of VATSIM is Beyond ATC worth it? Listen, I'm in love with Beyond ATC, man. Beyond ATC has been a lot of fun with me. Now, I don't know if I messed it up by running my sim time all the way back, because I noticed the map option is grayed out for me now. So, like, you know, if for those of you that Beyond ATC, the little map icon where you can click the map and see traffic is grayed out. I wonder if I flubbed something up there. But nah, it's been great, man. Drop money on the Brunner yoke or save a bit with the Moza base plus yoke. Not really a real life pilot. Not sure if it is worth the money. Bucky the Toad. I love my Brunner. But I don't know. I think Moza is going to be the future, man. I think Moza is going to be the future. I don't have the Moza yoke, so I can't really speak. And because it is such a it's such a large purchase for anyone to make, I'm just going to defer to people who have the Moza. There are a lot of people that have the Moza and they love it. So the thing with Moza is it's all about software, and it's new, and but it's getting better. But it's not all the way there. It's not quite like CLS level yet. Andy B, 15 months. Thank you for the support. 3 greens dropping by as well. Thank you for the congrats on 50K subs. Thank you, the greens. Appreciate you. Hotshot says, 2 years since I started college and 2 years subbed. Hotshot in there for 24 months as well. Guys, can we get a round of applause for Hotshot for just being the GOAT of all sounds and flight sim add-ons and the real world pilot. He's doing all this while working on his ratings. Fantastic. 200 likes, 500 viewers. Yeah, the likes have been real low. I don't know what's going on with that. You guys don't want to see more Citation 10 content? Come on now. That's only for the ground map. The traffic map is a separate. Okay, Borg, thank you. I saw you were in Cancun a while ago. Was it through the 5th through 17th? So I was also in Cancun, flew from Glasgow on the TUI Dreamliner. Nice. Yeah, I've been going in and out of Cancun. I actually just picked up, I dropped my Miami 2-day, so I go back to Cancun on Saturday, just to turn again. Paul, you love the stream? Thank you, man. Looking at some Beyond ATC options. All right, 45 for 47. We're going to keep an eye on it here. Tom coming in for 62 months. That's a lot of months. Been forever since I caught a live stream. I picked a good one, though. Loving the Citation 10 content. Hey, Tom, thank you for the 62 months of support, man. Appreciate you. Glad to have you. Hey, I just changed my desktop background to the background that you made for the EFB. Thank you, Tom, for the support, man. Listen, I want to fly this airplane more. Oh, goodness. Ears blown out. So if you guys want to see this airplane, we need more likes for Citation 10 content, because I've got some ideas. I've got some ideas for this bird. Now, we can arm the auto thrust system. Now it's an N1 climb. So now, once we level off, she should reduce to cruise. We'll see what happens here. We're in FMS speed with ATS as N1 climb mode. Amelia, how often do I live stream? Whenever I'm not flying, man. I've been doing turns all week to Cancun, and now I'm off until Saturday. So when I'm not flying, then I tend to get on stream. We also had some family in town, so I try to do 2 or 3 a week. That's the goal. Sometimes I do 0, sometimes I do 6 or 7. Go whenever I'm not flying, which is often. All right, so here we go. Speed cruise. You see how the auto thrust system is going to keep it in. So it is working. As long as we don't touch our auto thrust system. Now, I kind of curious. I kind of want to switch. Should we switch to real time? I still fly. Mickey G. Dude, I've been flying. Dude, I've flown more this month than, like, the last 3 months combined. I kind of went down the, you know, when you get sucked into flying extra, and then you're like, well, my life already is miserable now. I flew on my day off, so let me just fly on all my days off so I can get that paycheck beefed up a little bit. So, yeah, I went down that hole this month, but next month I plan to take a light load. I don't know what the leaderboards are, Brian Valdez. I've seen those. I think that's something YouTube rolled out. What is the highest IRL cruise you've flown? 450. So this is actually higher than I've ever been. 47,000 feet. I don't think I've ever been a 470. 450 was my limit. And it's a nice smooth ride. So let's go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign off. I got a super chat from Plain Crazy Mikey coming in on the vertical stream. My man, appreciate you, sir. He says, trivia question. Ooh, and then we're going to do a cockpit tour. Trivia question. Who knows who the launch customer for the Citation X was? Hint, November 1 Alpha Papa. I actually don't know. The government? Who's November 1 Alpha Papa? Thank you for the $10 super chat, though, Plain Crazy Mikey. I appreciate you, man. What do I prefer, Beyond ATC or Say Intentions? I prefer Beyond ATC. From what I've heard with Say Intentions, it's not really my cup of tea, man. Oh, he was a golfer? Arnold Palmer? No. Was that Arnold Palmer? No way, right? Right? Should I grab my tinfoil hat for this altitude? Yeah, soon. That's crazy. Arnold Palmer was the first Citation 10 user? That's pretty cool. Nah, it's not Payne Stewart, man. I used to... Payne Stewart was one of my favorites. I don't know why. I loved watching Payne Stewart, and then that was a really unfortunate event with his loss of oxygen in the Citation. So, all right. Who wants to do a cabin tour? Let's see what this thing's got here. So we will open the... whoa, we even have passengers loaded? So this is, full disclosure, like I said before, this is my first time coming through here with looking around. So I haven't done any... Oh, look, we got drawers. We got, what the hell is that? Oh, it's a flashlight. We got wine. Oh, very fancy. Don't tell Boris, so he'll drink it all. Close all cabinet drawers before takeoff and landing. Oh, man, we got all kinds of wine in here. Winelandia. Napa Valley. So we should have gone to Napa Valley. We should have gone to Napa for sure. Roberto, what's going on, Roberto? Roberto, man, so we were just talking about this earlier. I know you have a Citation Quadrant on Throttletek website. I don't know, man. I'm starting to love the Citation X, Roberto. Mr. Throttletek in the house. Good to see you, my man. Just dropped in. What's the initial verdict? Vega. Initial verdict is I'm really enjoying the airplane. And you got to keep in mind, this is a $30 add-on, which the systems that I've kind of messed with a little bit here so far have well eclipsed the $30 mark. I think it's very fairly priced. The sounds are fantastic because it's Boris Audio Works. Also, I'll show you. We'll get outside here in a minute when I go to live weather. But I absolutely think it's worth it. Hand flying, she's very, very smooth. Very, very smooth, which I like. I've never flown the Citation 10, but it is very smooth. Oh, we got... what do we got in here? We got some fancy water, some 7-Ups. Very cool. This is very FlightFX. I believe they do this in all their add-ons, right? Ooh, Cocoa Wave. Choco Cake. FlightFX must be Euro-based because I've never seen any of these. Or I guess maybe they have to do that for trademark logos or stuff. Roberto says, we could make that for you. Just say the word. Need more Flightbox flights, and we'll send you the new Pro unit. All righty. Well, guess what, Roberto? The BFU, Big Phoenix Update, is going to be dropping here real soon, allegedly. So we're going to be, and Roberto, it's going to, so the Flightbox is going to be getting a workout because I got recurrent August 4th. So I'm going to be doing single engine Rudder trim in, shutting engines down. The Flightbox is about to get a workout here. I'm going to need to use some hand sanitizer and all-purpose cleaner after we're done with it. Very cool. All right, let's go in here. Yeah, I would expect them to be fake names too, right? Because you don't want to be copyrighted. So we've got our passengers on board. Oh, wow. There is our pizza. A lunch pizza. Fantastic. We got Chaos over here. It looks like Chaos isn't having any lunch today. It's alright, he can't eat American pizza. Taking Chaos to an American diner was quite entertaining. You ever current on the 4th too for the Phenom? Nice, man. Nice. We got a couple more here. Hey, this kind of looks like Tony Hawk. Alright. We'll come to the back. Ooh. So the big deal with the Citation 10 is it's a stand-up cabin. So you don't have to bump your head. So I think somebody asked, like, why does it look so tall? Wow, stop. Let me turn this down a little more. You know, it allows, that's a big selling point, right? Is you can stand up, you don't have to bend over. You get into the smaller jets, the CJ2s, the Bravo, etc. You really have to stay hunched over. You can't stand up in it. This is almost a full stand-up cabin, I believe. Tall, people friendly. We got Tony Hawk and Prince Harry back here. All right, let's come in here. Ooh, a nice little lav. I believe this is a toilet, right? Yeah, this is the toilet. You got your sink. What's this little? Oh. Okay. Very nice wood, the faux wood panels in here. Alright. I like it. Are there sunshades? I would imagine, but probably not. Alright, cool. Takeoff and landing. What does this say? Takeoff and landing fixed armrest outboard. Seat fully outboard. Back upright. Belts and harnesses extended. Life vest and seat base. So someone asked me this question the other day, and I don't understand. So on commercial jets, they want you to have your armrest lowered for takeoff. Why is that? Does anybody know? Because I feel like if your armrest is lowered, it actually makes it harder to egress if you need to. So I don't know. Who has the answer to that question? Somebody asked me. I'm like, I don't know. For the aisle seats. The devs had to pick between a flushing toilet or getting more than 30 FPS. They went with the latter. And I am happy, Kip. I am happy. I shouldn't watch you fly a new plane. I have 30 less in my bank account. Listen, man. This is going to be... What is this? Am I going to... I think I'm clicking through the cockpit there, right? Or I'm clicking to the door. Come back up here. Beautiful cockpit. I love the 10 cockpit, though. Look at that. I'm just glad we have a non-G1000, you know, Citation corporate jet. You know, the CJ4 is good. I really like the CJ4, and I'll throw in this in there. We could start a whole corporate airline. So how are we doing? We're cruising along here at 8.6 Mach at 47,000 speed. Let's go in here and do some MFD setup. Airport terrain. Do I want a vector or XY? I actually like the XY. Main ET set. No, I don't want that. V speeds. Don't mess with that. PFD. Single queue. I think that's what they ran, right? I don't like that one, though. Let's use the course knob. NH, metric altitude, none. Messing with this. ICAS systems. Fuel hydraulic. Oh, so this is like, you could set this up for redundancies, I see here. EMER, matrices, fuel hydraulic. Control positions, aileron, rudder, engines. Everything is running good here. Fuel and hydraulic, normal. All right. In the turn. There's a flight attendant control panel with lighting and window panel shades control back there also. Really plain crazy Mikey. I'm going to look at it. Here's $5 to throw that tomato wedge pizza into the back, honey pot. I've been in meetings. Has Turk offered his opinion yet? You know what? I haven't seen a whole lot of negativity yet. I don't think Turk has been around. Thank you, AJ, for the $5 super chat. Man, here, we'll do that. AJ says he doesn't want the tomato wedge pizza. We'll throw it away. Sorry. Unacceptable. Thank you, AJ, for the $5 super chat. Is this the... Oh, yeah, look at this. Lighting, cabin entry light. We might have to do nighttime. Master Sage, close. Look at that. Now you can run .com 357. I want those open though. With the overhead lights, man, we're gonna have to do a night flight in this thing. What's up here? Did I look in here? Oh, we got a microwave on board. More hand sanitizer and a coffee cup with tissues. Why is the hand sanitizer always next to the tissues? All right. I guess that makes sense, right? 'Cause you... Is vertical profile the only way to see alt constraints? I believe so. I believe so. I'm going to run the real time here real quick. Hold on. I'm going to switch live time, live weather. Oh,
November
shit.
877 Sierra Delta. You were assigned flight level 470. I show you at flight level 480. Descend and maintain flight level 470.
Descend and maintain flight level 470, November 877 Sierra Delta. I went to real time here. Alright, we're good. Crisis averted. Let me sync my heading bug back up here. Man, we're cruising fast. We might have to do a second leg. I don't need that bearing pointer on. Okay, so somebody wanted to see the difference between CRT. So here we go. We'll do this. So LCD screens. Ugh. I mean, they look fine. That's what LCDs look like, but CRT. Goated. Alright, so CRT screens. That's pretty much it. Alright, we should probably think about our descent here and our arrival.
Denver Center, Delta 628. Good day. Flight level 330.
Oh, looks like Delta's checking in.
November 940 Lima Tango. Turn right, heading 245.
Turn right, heading 245, November 940 Lima Tango.
I'm gonna turn down the radio.
American 2285. Turn right, heading 075. Climb and maintain flight level 300.
Turn right, heading 075, climb and maintain flight level 300, American 2285.
Wouldn't ATC tell you when to descend? True.
Delta 628 Denver Center.
Opinion on BATC? I love it, man. I wonder if... So I switched to real time, and now listen to the traffic we have. So I wonder if
Turn right, heading 185, November 2.
I should have been on real time. I wonder if that... There was nobody flying at 6 a.m. All right. Anyway, Aspen. I need to look here. Charts, taxi. It may be better to just use the in-game EFB so we can pin them. So we're gonna shoot the approach. What is it? 1.5 Roaring Fork visual low DME to 1.5 and.
November 940 Lima Tango. Turn right, heading 245 vectors for Rocky Mountain Metropolitan Airport.
Turn right, heading 245, November 940.
I mean, we're in a Citation 10. We should probably do the RNAV, right?
American 2285. Turn right, heading 075. Climb and maintain flight level 300.
I tell you what, we're gonna end that. I'm gonna use the default. I might get a stutter here for a second. I gotta.
American
load up Navigraph on the main EFB here.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Denver Center. Expect radar vectors, runway 15.
We'll expect radar vectors runway 15 for November 877 Sierra Delta. Alright, so let's import this flight.
877 Sierra Delta, contact Denver Center 134.5.
I have the FO tone in the radios, which I love. Contact Denver Center 134.5. Have a good one. November 877 Sierra Delta.
Skywest 4651, turn right heading 270, vectors for the approach.
Turn right heading 270, Skywest 4651.
Alright, so we'll expect a vectors 15 is what we'll set up here. Denver Center, good day. Fly, November 877 Sierra Delta, flight level 470.
Skywest 4651, contact Grand Junction approach 122.9 or 5.
Contact Grand Junction.
So it said expect vectors. I'm going to load it from Ajax so we can have the full procedure in there if we get a vector to any one of those fixes.
Sierra Delta, Denver Center.
Alright, so now going back to the old school tuning here. So nav 1. Actually, I'm going to set this to here. Make you purple so we're both on the same nav 1 radio. Where I'm going to hard tune 111.15. I don't know if this hard tunes or not. I'm not going to find out live. Or if it auto tunes rather. So I'm going to hard tune it. 111.15 in nav 1. 111.15 final approach course will be 151.
Denver Center, Southwest.
Defer to minimums.
Flight level 360.
Probably be a Cat C 140 max. MDA is 10,960, which is 3122.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Aspen Pitkin Coast already field landing runway 15 tie.
Thank you, November 7th Sierra Delta. I guess what do they want? They just told us they're landing 15?
Negative, runway 15.
Alright, cool. I'm happy.
Aspen Pitkin Coast already field, landing runway 15, November 877 Sierra Delta.
Had the FO take over.
November 877 Sierra Delta, descend maintain flight level 450.
Descend and maintain flight level 450, November 7th Sierra Delta. Hold on, check this out. 450. Gosh, the freaking minimums are so high. I mean, does it even matter? I'm just going to set 3,000. I'm not going to scroll in 10,000 foot barrel mins for Aspen. All right, we're descending to 450.
November 877 Sierra Delta, descend and maintain flight level 230.
Down to 23 now. Descend and maintain flight level 230, November 7th Sierra Delta. Vertical speeder in here, nice and easy. Descend to 450 sounds nuts. I know it does, doesn't it? Fernando, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Do they have a version for 2020? That I don't know. Is there a 2020 version for this airplane, or is it only 24? Not 12,000. 12. I thought it was 1,200. Oh yeah, 2,000 feet per minute. There we go. Yeah. I thought the vertical speed arrow was a 1. I was like, vertical speed 12,000. So much for coffee. I know, dude. 2020 as well. If you buy one, you get the other. Okay, very cool. So yeah, works both for 2020 and 24. Very cool. I like this jet, chat. We're going to have to do a second leg. Should we do a second stream later? I kind of want to do a second stream. Maybe like down to Cancun. Maybe we should take off from Cancun. I saw a Citation 10 in Cancun yesterday. Go Cancun to like Mazapan, or Cancun to somewhere, some tiny little field in the middle of the mountains somewhere. Or Bogota to like, what about Medellin, the little airport? Like not the main Medellin airport, the little one that's in the city. Naples to Key West. You know what, Zach? It's funny that you even say that. Somebody mentioned the default FSX Citation 10, and that's what I used to fly. It was like I would always fly to Key West from Naples or South Florida in FSX.
77 Sierra Delta, contact Denver Center 125.675. Take care.
125.675, November 7 Sierra Delta. So FO can flip the radios. I love this. I love the FO can tune it for me. So like I don't even have to, I just wait. There it is, 2567 is tuned. It's like having AJ do all the work and I can just take all the benefits. Denver Center, November 7th Sierra Delta 416, descending flight level 230.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Denver Center, copy.
Fubar says, I love Beyond ATC. The only complaint is getting switched many times for the same center. If you were traveling from one side of Atlanta Center to the other, how many times would you get transferred IRL? Fubar, sometimes it's every 5 minutes, dude. It's crazy. It just depends on where you're at. Ask Beyond ATC for weather, destination, active runway, how busy it is. It's pretty let me say. Okay. Denver Center, November 877 Sierra Delta. How busy is Aspen Airport? I don't know how you ask. I don't know how to ask that.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Aspen. Pitkin Co. is currently not busy. No aircraft are taking off or landing.
Oh. Denver Center, what is the weather at Aspen? November 877 Sierra Delta.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Aspen Pitkin Co. weather. Winds 115 at 8 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Temperature 22 degrees. Altimeter 3028.
Copy, November 7th Sierra Delta. Thank you. Fernando, is it worth what they're charging? Yes. Yes, dude. Absolutely. From what I've seen, this is going to be my second landing ever, my first landing attempt at Aspen, but I've done about 5 takeoffs. I've messed with the systems on the ground there, tinkering with some stuff for a little bit. For $30, man, 100%. I'm not going to say, yeah, it's definitely worth $30, man. This is a great aircraft. The modeling is good. Now, I'll show you what I mean about texturing. Let me go outside real quick. I think this could just be a texture issue, but like if you zoom in on it in the direct sunlight, like right now, you see how it kind of looks just a little bit flat, if you will. I think that can be enhanced with some of those real creative livery artists. But what I will also say is the performance is extremely good. I am not even running auto LOD. I'm just running 300 LOD, like with my Beyond ATC up, streaming multiple cameras, and I don't even notice my perf being down at all. I think my perf it's incredibly smooth. So maybe that was kind of what they were targeting there. They were targeting getting really good performance. So I think that's really kind of one of the only critiques I'd have to say about the external textures. The cockpit looks great. I mean, you can zoom. Let me zoom in real close here. I mean, cockpit switches, I'll let YouTube kind of settle in for you. I mean, looking at this in 2K, everything is very easy to read. It's beautiful. The CRT's got a nice look to them. They do look like CRTs, which it can be difficult to make a CRT look like a CRT, but I think they did a pretty decent job on that. Kind of almost looks like you got that little rounded edge there. For $30, man, yeah, this is a great airplane. Fubar, yeah, it might be accurate, man. Fubar, sometimes, I tell you what, man, I don't know, East Coast especially, I mean, you can hand off like every couple of minutes to another controller, and I know Baltimore is notorious for this. If you're climbing out of Baltimore and say you're going southeast towards Atlanta, you'll get probably 5 frequency changes and every single one of them will step you up 1,000 feet. So like climb and maintain 12,000. All right, contact center on this. Hello, center. Oh yeah, climb and maintain 13,000. And then you can wait another minute, and it's just constant stepping up. So I would say it's pretty accurate. $30 plane, $30 ATC. For $60, this is an incredible package right now. This is incredible. Southwest, sorry, yeah, Tutko, yeah, Southwest. Look, man, I'm low on sleep, Tutko. And I haven't had my coffee. Living the regional pilot life right now, 4 legs till I'm done for the day. PSA working me hard virtually. Oh, man, you're working for a virtual PSA, Zippy? Man, that gives me PTSD thinking about doing 4 legs a day, my man. What are you flying, Zippy? The CRJ? I was going to take a look at the CRJ. I'd have to rebuy it, but I don't think I will. I think this is my new CRJ. I think we're going to do a couple more ops in this. I have it, and the last time I tried, you have to have IFR flight plan filed. Are you talking about for Beyond ATC? Correct. So, Cody, the Beyond ATC, they are working on VFR implementation. So, I did get a hold of them, Beyond ATC folks, and they sent me the the beta branch where it's any new features that come before they become stable, I guess. So if it does pop off on an update, we will definitely take a look at VFR flying. Fly Navy loves the CRJ. Well, until he lands flaps full, I'm not gonna hold my breath. It's on a beta, yeah. Experimental, sorry, experimental, not beta. We need to pick this descent up. Contact Aspen on 123.8 for November 877 Sierra Delta. We need to pick up our descent. Let's go VNAV flight level change. As we go below 30 on the fan, oh, what is it? It cuts off the air. You hear that? It's pretty good. Now we're increasing our rate of descent here. Aspen approach. Good afternoon. November 877 Sierra Delta. Flight level 288, descending 230.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Aspen approach. Altimeter 3028. Expect the visual approach runway 15.
We'll expect the visual approach runway 15, altimeter 3028 for November 877 Sierra Delta. All right, we got terrain coming up on the range rings here. So terrain is set. I can run terrain traffic, VORs.
877 Sierra Delta. Descend, maintain 13,600.
Now this is going to be a challenge because I wonder. Descend and maintain 13,600, November 877 Sierra Delta. I wonder how the vectoring is going to be going into Aspen here. This is going to be a challenge. I've heard of some, vectoring requiring improvements. We're going to find out here together. 13.6. Let's take a look at the chart. 13.4 is minimum at Jargu. I wonder if I can just request an ILS. Can I request a localizer? Aspen approach, November 877 Sierra Delta. Request localizer 15 approach.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Confirm new approach localizer runway 15.
Affirmative, localizer 15 for 7 Sierra Delta. I can see the field right there, but we're way too high.
November 877 Sierra Delta Aspen approach. Good day. Altimeter 3028. Expect radar vectors for localizer runway 15.
I'll have my FO respond to that here.
3028.
Once I set my altimeter.
Localizer runway 15, November 877 Sierra Delta.
Aspen. Well, I should have requested a lower altitude earlier on, that's for sure. What is the altimeter? 3028. Set once. Twice. And it is synced up thrice. So now we're heading out to Red Table, which is on our flight plan. We'll see what happens here. Down to 1,300. I'm also going to select speed 210. We're going to slow down. We'll leave the auto throttle running on this one. So after Red Table, I'm gonna curious where she's gonna send us here. If not, we might end up vectoring ourselves.
Bank angle. Right angle check. Bank angle.
Here's for some bourbon instead of foo-foo pink whipped cream drink.
Mike P.
November 877, Sierra Delta. Contact Aspen Tower 118.85.
Mike P, my man, thank you so much for the $20 bank angle check. Aspen Tower 118.85, November 877 Sierra Delta. I didn't know they had a tower. Mike P, thank you, man. Aspen Tower, November 877 Sierra Delta, level 13,600.
November 877, Sierra Delta, Aspen Tower, wind variable, runway 15, cleared to land.
Runway 15, clear to land, November 877 Sierra Delta. All right, we're on our own. Mike P, appreciate you, my man. We're going to set up for the downwind here. 3 o'clock, aircraft on a collision course? What do you mean? I don't see anybody. Thank you again, Mike P. Yeah, no frou-frou drink, man. I'm going to bank that. I might bank that and then go use, go set up a second leg, my man. Appreciate you. That was pretty funny when those drinks showed up to this table on dinner. at the expo, we're all at dinner and we got a bunch of beers and I got a real pink frou-frou drink with whipped cream on it, courtesy of Mike P. So it was pretty funny, man. Let's come back to 180. Slats are coming out. Let's go ahead and turn left. We'll join the loc here at do we have the RNAV loaded up? Why don't those fixes match up?